Hey, expert investors, Paul here. Do me a favor, raise your hand if you've ever had a renovation project go over budget. Now, let's be honest, either on your personal home or one of your investment properties, a duplex conversion, even a cosmetic rental, you started off with a budget of 5 or 10 and it ended up being 15 or 20. Raise your hand and be honest. This is how many hands I had to raise because I don't have enough hands on my body to raise for how many times this happened to me. And it's the truth. I made mistakes and I was sloppy. I trusted contractors when I shouldn't. I wasn't doing my checks. I didn't have balances in place, and I got burned. At one time, on my worst one, I got burned for 40 grand. I still own that property. It's still cash flowing very well, but there's a $38,000 burning hole in my head every time I think about that. So if that's ever happened to you, we have a solution. So if you remember, our March masterclass was unfortunately postponed because of this current climate that's happening right now, and I've rescheduled it for Friday, not a Saturday, because we don't have to be live and in person. But Friday, April 17th, we're gonna have our masterclass, and it's gonna be virtual on a webinar, and our co-hosts, our construction and renovation and building experts, are going to be live on the webinar with us, and one of the biggest points we're going to be talking about is how to avoid your renovation projects going over budget and costing you way more than it should. There are checks and balances in place. The first thing to do is to use a good contractor. That's step one. But even when you have a good contractor, you want to set expectations way ahead of time with certain tactics that I couldn't explain to you here in under 2 minutes. So you want to register for the webinar. I promise you this, being on the webinar for 2 hours or watching the 2-hour recording is going to save you thousands and thousands of dollars over the lifetime of your portfolio, okay? So don't miss it. Register, and I'll see you Thursday, or see you next Friday, April 17th. Talk to you soon.